Could you imagine like owning a storage facility like this? You're making $180,000 a year and like, 180, and you just manage it yourself and do all this stuff. I mean, that's a pretty good income for, 180 grand a year. Okay, so this is what he sent us. He sent us the management summary as of the end of last year, right? With what, all what you can see the total income right here per year was $181,000. All right, and sales, occupancy. You can see his occupancy. You can see all his rent roll is here from his units, what he's charging is all here. This is pulled, he uses ESS is what he uses. So Easy Storage Solutions. And he just pulled the management. These are the documents I told him to pull. I said, just pull the management summary for last year, pull it for this year, right? Up till now, he's made $75,000, and all his fees and extra income that he's gotten in, his occupancy. All right, here's his yearly revenues for 2022. You could see how much he collected, how many fees, what fees he made, etc. Okay, so he did really good. And this is 2023, and all the income that he's made up till now. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, could you imagine like owning a storage facility like this? You know what I'm saying? He just has this storage facility that he says he just like, mows the, he mows the lawn. He does his, rent roll, and, he does his, he takes in tenants and stuff like this. And he just kind of manages this himself. I mean, this is like his, job. And, I mean, this would be a great, like, if you were just had this one facility, and you were just like taking care of this one facility, and you're making $180,000 a year, and like, 180, and you just manage it yourself and do all this stuff. I mean, that's a pretty good income for, 180 grand a year. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Now he should be making $250,000, but he has a whole bunch of stuff. So, I mean, you could get this thing up to be making $250,000 a year. I think it's a very good facility to be owning, right? And then on top of that, you could add more units and just build on and lease that up. Here's all his, this is his rent roll. This is all his tenants and stuff and what they're paying. Okay. He just printed all this out from ESS, and he sent over the survey is what he sent. Oh, then he said, he's like, I don't have a P&L. He doesn't use QuickBooks or anything like this. Okay, so just FYI. So he wrote everything out for you, for us. He said, okay, here's all my insurance. This is my expenses. This is what I paid, right? This is me managing the facility itself. Okay, this is how much it's going to cost. Now, the expenses may not be exactly, we run our expenses at 38% is where we're at. All right. But when this is your own facility and you're managing it yourself, I mean, obviously your expenses are going to be like way lower, right? So this is just kind of how it is. But at least you can see this is his expenses. And when I look at this, I mean, these expenses are exactly the same expenses that we have running our facilities. This is exactly how our P&L looks. Obviously, ours is in QuickBooks, but I mean, the good thing is that he could just write all this up, and the banks, I mean, because he sent over his tax returns, the banks are going to be just fine financing this deal. Okay. And, so, and I'm in the process of talking to a whole bunch of banks right now just to see what they think about the deal, and the number that we came up with and stuff, but I think, because he's making 180 grand, you should be able to finance this deal. So we'll see here. And then here's the insurance. He sent over the insurance. He sent over his tax returns, right? And he sent everything over. So everything that you need to show the lender to get a loan on this thing is in the folder. You see, now he sent over a better picture of the plat. He said he took a picture of it and he said, this is the plat with the boundaries and stuff. So, but so that's kind of where we're at now on this property. is we've got it under contract. We agreed on a price. We got it under contract. And now we're going to be talking to lenders. But at the same time, we are going to be wholesaling this deal. So I've already pitched it out to the students to see if any of my students want to buy it. And if they don't want to buy it, then it's going to be available for anybody else. I'll be pitching this out over the course of the next week or so to let everybody else know about it. But I figured I would let you guys know if anybody's interested. I think this is a very good facility to buy. But you're going to have to think, like, who's going to finance this thing? You're going to get you're going to get you're going to have to get a loan on this. You could probably get an SBA loan if you had, you could get 10% down. I just bought a $2.5 million facility and I did an SBA loan on it, and we just had to put 10% down. That was it. So, so that's kind of how that works. So SBA would definitely finance this for sure. SBA would finance it. Your interest rate would be a little high, obviously, because it's, SBA loans are, prime +1 typically, but just as long as you could pay the mortgage. And actually what you could do is you could talk to your lenders about doing interest only payments for the first like 6 months or something like this. Or you could do a conventional loan, right? A conventional loan is going to be like 25% down and roughly around 6.5% interest. Okay. I have it under contract for 1.7. Mike, and then I'll wholesale the deal for, I don't know what price, actually, just give me an offer. And then, we could always work out it. We could work it out. Honestly, I'll talk to anybody about working out deals because I partner, I do all kinds of stuff, so I just want to get the deal done. I do not like property slipping through my fingers. That's what I don't like. If it's a good deal, let's try to work out and get the deal done. Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Stacy here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am here to teach you how to get your foot into this industry. You're watching this video because you want to learn how to get started in self-storage investing, or maybe you own facilities and you want to be a better manager, a better owner. That is what I do, is I teach people how to do that. So please like this video and also subscribe, hit the subscribe button, because that's what YouTube wants. So in order for me to get out the word on how to get started in this industry, I really need your help. Again, I appreciate you listening to me, and I'm here to help you on this journey, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.